We have with us we are here to take questions from you, and we have with us our head coach Oscar Bruzon and player Vishnu Bibi to take your questions. So a request to all of you to put your phones on silent mode and introduce yourselves before asking. So we'll take questions one by one. We'll begin with Shoko.
Hi coach.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. You're playing tomorrow a team which is scored most goals in the league, and side by side they considered the second most highest goal in the top 6 teams. So what seems to be your priority tomorrow? Not to concede goals or score more and win?
Well, yes, tomorrow we play with a team that has shown immense attacking power, being a team that is in the top 3 and maybe in the beginning of the season not one of the favorites, scoring 21 goals in 9 games, show very well or prove very well that they are a team based on scoring more goals than opposition. And regarding the goals conceded, let me tell you they are, I think, top 3 with the same goals conceded as the number 4. So they are a team that, yes, they have quite facility to score goals, but it's also quite easy to find the gaps in their defense, the moments and the progress that they have, because they are conceding a lot of goals. So this is what means balance, no? And game idea. The idea of this team is, again, I repeat, scoring more goals than opposition. I don't think that this team is going to come here to try to neutralize our attacking power, but to try to score more goals than us. So having that information clear and what they are doing in the last games and the good moment of form of their trio up front, so we take that information and we try to adjust our game, and we will try same thing to win the game. And to win games you need to score more goals than the opposition. So I think that tomorrow probably we are going to watch an open game. In our case it's completely different. We are top 3 worst team scoring goals in the ISL, only 4 goals. And our problem, I'm listening that we are having problems in defense. I don't feel that we have problems in defense, because there are 6 or 7 teams that have conceded more goals than us. So I think that we need to be more clinical in our attacks. If you go to the chances created, we have very good numbers in compared with the other teams, but in the moment of conversion we have problems. So conversion is a thing that comes below crossing, below decision making in the box, before putting numbers up front to finish, to work in set pieces, to be more effective in counter attacks. So that is what means conversion. So probably this is one of the important areas of improvement of our team, and we have been working already for more than 10 days to prepare this game, and I hope that from tomorrow we can see the new face of East Bengal.
Every day coach give me too much motivation, and not for me, all the players are confident for the next match tomorrow, and I will give my 100% for that. The chance, I will give my 100%. I will score tomorrow if I get a chance. Yeah, I am so happy for here to play in the history of this club. You know, East Bengal is a famous club in India, not India, in Asia. I am for happy. My start journey for here in the professional and the reserve team, and now I come first team also, and now I am also happy with that. My coach and every staff, my players, everyone supporting me, and I am also happy for that.
A long break after Ramadan match. So, do you think that what are the errors your player, your team did before? They rectified and they can deliver what you want?
Regarding what were the errors, since I came here, I think that team has been in a real progression. If you saw, we lost the first 2 games of the ASL against Mohambagan. As I say here, Mohambagan was superior to us in our first game. Then we traveled to Odisha and we played a decent game. Just we lost the game because of a red card and a set piece. And then in the FC Cup, I think that we saw a completely different face of East Bengal. In the game with Mohammedan, if you are asking me for the errors were the actions of our players, the disciplinary actions that leave the team with 9 men, and we had to play a completely different game from the one that we have planned. We wanted to play the game to win, but in that game, obviously when you play 9 against 11, you need to resist. So I think that there was more good things than errors in that game. In previous game and since the beginning of the season, probably we have been already talking about the main errors. The main errors, I think that one of them very clear is the conversion ratio. We are generating, we are creating, we are reaching the box. I think that if you remember, we were sometimes also discussing here that football is a game that is not only about dominating, about possession, or about playing in an opponent half. This is our ultimate will, but the reality is that football is a game of boxes. So when you have players that if they reach 3 or 4 times the opponent box and they can score, that's a good advantage for us. And opposite, if the rival in 2 or 3 counter-attacks can damage you and score goals, you have a problem. So in that balance is in the one we are working. I understand the game of football as a game that you need to create more chances than the opponent, and the chances need to be converted, and the chances need to be more clear than the chances of the opponent. So in that we are working, because this is the input that I have to understand if we have been better on the pitch or not. And then of course we need to put now additionally, if we are in close or 1 game from the top 6, the season we can say that is very long and we have time to react. Right now, apart from all this idea that we can have, we are in urgency of getting results. So let's see if playing these last games of the
Coach, you were just talking about taking more being important person.
When you have problems of that kind, we cannot hide that Mahesh and Nanda have been key players for us, but I'm sitting today here with a player that tomorrow have a chance to nobody here asking tomorrow in the press conference about Nanda and Mahesh. So if Vishnu is here, it's because we have been working with him very well. We have been giving chances to different players that can cover the position of Nanda and Mahesh, but the one that was looking more confident, more determined and doing better actions is Vishnu. So this is why he's here today, and I'm disclosing already that Vishnu tomorrow is going to be in the first 11. So I hope that tomorrow in the press conference you don't ask me about Mahesh and Nanda, and Nanda. I hope that tomorrow you ask me about the good performance of Vishnu. Regarding the injuries of our team, we have Nishu with some muscle problems. He will come in the next few weeks. Soon he will be joining the team practices, and we have the 2 suspensions that we have just been discussed. Hector has been progressing well from his injury, so tomorrow he will be available for selection. I'm not going to give more tools. You already have 1 tool here. I'm not going to disclose all our tools for tomorrow. So, but what I can say is that Hector is ready for selection tomorrow. How we are going to stop Ayarin with collective effort, controlling well all that area, making the players playing in that side concerned that he has been a differential player. And if you want to ask me if we are going to do some plan regarding individual marking and on this, no. Again, he's going to have, we need to reduce his spaces to act, and this is what we will do with the players playing in that side. Nevertheless, I never put too much emphasis in stopping one player, because this player, if he don't have the proper supply from number 6, if he don't have the proper back game from the number 9, and if he don't have the distribution of the players behind him, he is neutralized. So sometimes when you need to neutralize some player, you need to think how he gets the supply, and what are his main actions and his associations up front. So probably this, again, is a team effort. We have been working on this, and tomorrow you will have the solution on our probably right side. And if he comes to the left side, we need also to balance on the other side, because Gitin is also a player that is dangerous on the wings. We were talking about the trio up front of Northeast, dangerous, scoring a lot of goals, so we want to neutralize them, not only one player. Completely different from our shape of attacking. And apart from that, we need to adjust to our rivals. They were asking me how to neutralize Ayaray. So regarding the strategy, the players don't get simple information, they get information about the moments of the game. The idea is always try to score goals. We are not a team. I didn't come here just to defend or to make clean sheets. We are coming here to try to be superior as much more moments of the game as possible. There is also one thing in the ISL. If you see, in the last weeks we are having open results, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, and this happens because the team scoring the first goal always have the most of the chances to win, because the other team usually get more compact. There is no team showing an incredible capacity in terms of quality, so it's easy to hold, it's easy to score the first goal, and when the opposition team opens is when these big results are coming. So, and you can tell it, many games are being won by the team that everybody is thinking that is going to lose. So all the things we need to take into consideration, because it's affecting everything. It's a difficult question. That's a difficult one, but first, in the AFC Cup there were a lot of moments that we were playing with 5 and with 5 foreigners, not always with 6, and the team was looking well. So I don't think that playing with 6, with 5 or with 4 is going to dramatically change our team. I think I'm quite happy with the Indian players, and of course if we can play with 6, I repeat, in the Challenge League our opposition sometimes were playing with more foreigners than us. And we didn't suffer a lot of this because football is a team game. This is number one. Second, yes, having 6 foreigners, we have to be very smart to use them in particular moments. One of the things that we have is that we have 3 foreigners playing in similar positions. So, for example, playing Talal, Clayton and Dimi together is complicated, but the rules of the league give us the chance to use a centre back, a midfielder, and 2 of these 3 players. So I don't think that in this there is big difference with the other clubs. I think that every club, in the case of Northeast tomorrow is playing a lot of times with the number 6. And sometimes he's playing with the number 9 Guillermo. If they don't play with Guillermo, the number 9, they play with the local striker, and they play with one more midfielder. So this is happening with all of us. The point here is understanding who are the 6 positions that you need to have in the team, and what is your idea about the 4 players. And I think the idea of the 4 players still is dynamic. It depends on the kind of game. If you feel superior, if you want to dominate, maybe you can use one combination of foreigners. If you feel that the other team can control more the game, you can use another. If you are getting the first goal, you can use a combination of foreigners. If you are not getting the first goal, you can use a different combinations of foreigners. And in particular, regarding Clayton, it's not the first time that you guys are asking me about him. Clayton has nothing to prove. He's a player that has given a lot to our club, and we are slowly working with him, because the reality is that he had a difficult start of the season, in the pre-season. So we are trying to bring him back in his optimal form, and in the moment he do that, he will enjoy more minutes and he will be more important player for us.
4 home matches coming up till December, so we'll start with coach, then we'll go to
the first thing is that the point that we got against Mohammedan is a point got together by the 9 players, but on the 30,000 people that were here cheering with the team. We felt that support, and that was making us more brave to try to at least get 1 point. From the coaching point of view, I'm not happy with that point, because again, we need to start collecting points from 3, 3, 3, 3 if we want to be in the right position to to qualify for the final stage. It's very nice that the fans understood the problems of the team, but the problems of the team were auto-created. The 2 red cards were created by us, and again, I cannot be happy that we finished the game with 9 points and we only collected 1 point against a rival that if we won, we could surpass them. So one thing is the support of the fans, the understanding and the importance of them in getting that point, which we highly appreciate. But second thing is that from the coaching side, I'm sorry, but I cannot be satisfied with getting now in our situation 1 point.
And Vishnu, your message to the fans ahead of tomorrow's match.
We played last game very well, and more crowds are come and watch the game and support us. I hope next game more crowds and come and watch and support us. That I hope. Not me. Coach already told the East Bengal fans are great. Lot of fans and come and support. And I hope tomorrow. Let's see what happened.